Kicked off our first shoot day in July up in downtown Austin. This is Peter sitting in. He's the local gaffer. I guess Peter's also got his own trailer package, Grip Electric, which I'm looking forward to checking out on a future shoot. So we were shooting in a hotel suite, city views through the windows, so we had to use two Geminis at, I think we were near 100% on the brightness to compete with the levels outside. And then a bounce card white on the fill side for some passive fill. Here we are in one of our interviews, up and running. And then we also did some city B-roll with our talent, and we went up on a rooftop deck, and as well as sidewalk shots in slow motion on the gimbal. I was too busy operating the gimbal, so I didn't have an opportunity to document any of that process.
Pulling gear out of the van, prepping for my first airline trip in 11 months. Last time I flew, it was actually my first job after relocating from Southern California to South Texas. I flew up to Chicago for, I think it was a 2-day shoot. So this time I'm going to be flying back to my home market in Irvine, California, flying into John Wayne Airport. But first, I feel like we've hit a good spot of efficiency with the new van now that it's been a full year since I bought this ProMaster back in July of 2020. It's now July 21. Got two FX9s in soft cases. And then we've got two 21-inch monitors, a 5-inch monitor, miscellaneous. That's actually my Zoom kit at the moment using a Chromebook. Still photo package. The ramp for the tool chest out the side door. And then the Gemini lights. Nick came up with this setup. It was much better than how I was doing it. He's got them turned sideways with the roller stands for the Geminis on top. And then this was a forehead smasher, this sheet of plywood for my queen size mattress. You bash your forehead on the sharp ply when reaching in. Actually, I should route those corners out and smooth it a little more. But anyway, put a little pipe insulation foam on there. Save someone some pain first thing in the morning. And then I've been traveling lately with two C-stands on the side here on the wheel hump. I got to pull the arms off to make it fit. That's another note. If you're building out a ProMaster, similar setup, consider where you locate your cargo divider based on the length of a C-stand. Had I done this before, if I do it again, I'm going to go whatever I need, maybe another 4.5 inches forward to hold C-stands fully assembled, because I don't like tearing them apart and then the arms get stuck back there, or I send a PA to the truck and they come in with the stand but not the head and the arm. Minimal amount of kit for this shoot, which is why I agreed to do it and fly. I'm going to fly Southwest with two Pelican Air rollers. These are, I always forget here, this is my favorite airline size, 16-15. So this is a 2-day production. I'm going to do all of it on the Pocket 6K camera. Day one is interviews on green screen. We may also have some live action. I'm waiting to hear, but the initial plan is green screen. So I got the Pocket 6K, two lenses. I can get everything done with these two. We'll do the interviews on the 24-70, and then we'll do a mix on day two, which is in a laboratory setting. People working in a lab will probably alternate between these two lenses, 11-16, 24-70, and that all of that B-roll product insert action stuff will be on the Ronin S. I've got two batteries. I'm not bringing the Ronin charger because I'm also flying with my MacBook, and I'll just dual purpose the MacBook charger to top off these batteries. But one day of Ronin, I'll only burn up one of these batteries, so I most likely won't need to charge. I've got plenty of media. There's two 128s there. I've got two 56 and 512s here. I borrowed these from my Amira kit. And then redundancy whenever I can, especially on travel jobs. I got two card readers. I'm also bringing the AC power for the camera. And then this is the power adapter to go D-tap. And I run a gold mount battery in this pouch around my waist. And then we've got the nucleus follow focus and motor cable. I broke a cable. I ordered a spare. I'm hoping it comes in by end of day today before I fly tomorrow. If not, I'm a little nervous. This is my only one and it's starting to break. Moving on to the audio kit for interviews. It's one interview at a time. I'm going to do it all on Rode Wireless Go's with lavalier mics. I've got two options based on wardrobe. We can either hide the mic with medical tape, or I can use a clip on the outside of the clothing. Audio XLR adapter for the Pocket and a spare. For director and client monitoring, I'm going to fly with a 7-inch wireless. I may break down the cage. We'll see how much room I have in the case. Actually, yeah, I will break that down, and I'll bring a T-handle to reassemble. Spare BNC, spare transmitter receiver cable, transmitter which will go on the P6K, and then HDMI plus spare to feed the transmitter. Monitor runs on gold mount. The camera will be gold mount. The gimbal has its own batteries. The nucleus requires its own batteries. So all of the power will be in my carry-on backpack, nucleus, and gold mount for camera, monitor, and I'm also going to travel with one light panel. Bluetooth headphones, I'm going to use these to communicate because I believe the client and directors are not going in the lab. So they'll communicate to me over my cell phone, and I'll wear that headset. So everything except for the batteries will go in this Pelican case with the Trek Pack dividers. And then the second checked Pelican case will be a small tripod for the interviews. I have lights in California that I own some, and then we're renting some additional, as well as the grip and green screener coming from my buddy Chris Phoenix, the gaffer extraordinaire. A stand that I can either use for this panel or the 7-inch monitor. Spring clamp, 1 5-in-1 reflector, battery charger, and then we'll see what this case weighs in at with those items in there, and then I'll add some additional grip and lighting until I get up to 50 pounds. I'm also going to put 3 days of personal clothing and items in this checked case.
You want to take that? You want to take this? And I was like, dude, I'm not carrying all this steel across. Wait, not have. Oh, there it goes.
Too much gear. Day one, we set up in an office. Green screen, teleprompted messages. People obviously looking directly to camera. And we lit this whole scene. Actually, the whole day was this one setup, just varying height for different people and adjusting ratios on lights. Did it all with 4 identical newer lights. Had one aperture unit in the truck, and we ended up not even opening the case. So this is a modern digital green backdrop. Got the light armed out on a C-stand as a backlight. And then 2 equally placed on the sides of the cameras as basically key and fill, same level. Actually, no, we did adjust it to model the ratio for each person's face. And then a teleprompter station set up, and the crew is just Nick, myself, a director and a producer. So Nick ran the prompter, and I think we took turns miking people. So day 2 at the lab, I couldn't really shoot any behind the scenes, but I thought this was kind of funny, this HDMI cable, the rotating shelf.
Downtown San Antonio. Been a local here for 11 months. And this is my second shoot day in town. Working at a photo studio here. Kind of a loft space. Very cool. The fact that it's only my second day is partially self-inflicted. I've had several opportunities to work local, but each time I've already been booked and out of town. I think our first guy is coming up.
Oh, okay. I've heard of several. Do you Mike? Oh, sorry.
Mike, I'm just gonna boom it. It sounds in this room, that boom's gonna be perfect.
So you got Brent sitting in. Brent's a local San Antonio-based fellow Amira owner-operator. This was a one-day assignment for an agency based in Chicago, and the end client is based in California. So we shot a couple interviews in this loft space, and then scenics and B-roll downtown along the Riverwalk.
Switch to manual. That's what.
Yeah, because I had a client that was like, just didn't want me to put it in auto at all.
Yeah, it's just funny. These are the first cameras I've been confident running an auto for interviews. And I did a shoot up in Oklahoma like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, all by myself.
So we had a zoom feed sending the two camera angles through a quad split box back to the agency in Chicago, as well as clients back in California. And finished up the month working a few days up in Dallas. Bigger production, a little bit more of a polished look, but continuation of the same theme this month. You know, two camera, talking heads. This one was also direct to the primary angle on a teleprompter. We had a bigger crew here, teleprompter operator, grip, electric. We're working off a Sprinter van package from Dallas Lighting and Grip. And the owner, John, came out on this project. I've worked with John a few times. He's a good guy, excellent equipment. He's got a good mix of the modern stuff and the classic equipment, you know, sky panels, various aperture items, two nice matching Sprinter vans, and he pulled this light out. It's the first time I've seen one in person. I think it's called a digital Sputnik. It's like a LED, creates kind of a spotty wash, RGB, dial in your desired color. So we did the kind of the brand, on-brand color wash for this shot. You get the grip and PA setting up a 12 by teaser here just to reduce the amount of ambient light spilling in. Those windows were facing due east in the morning. You can see the sunlight spilling on the wall there, so we wanted to prevent that from falling onto our set. And we ran the B cam on a slider. Actually, the A cam was a lock off, and I operated the B cam in a solo camera department on this project. And my director, who's based in California, he flew out and he was gracious enough to media manage. And I believe he's doing the primary edit on this project. These Sony FX9 cameras have been popular this summer. I just looked in the calendar and it's been a full 6 weeks since I've opened up the Amira case. Last time I used the Amira was in Miami on the multi-camera shoot. And yeah, so the Sonys, they're okay. I mean, I still, each time I set them up, it's like adequate, where each time I look at an image off of an Arri camera, I'm just kind of happy and elated. I always feel like I get a better image with less effort consistently shooting on my Arris. Well, but the flip side is the Sonys have the autofocus, the files are significantly smaller, so I can media manage. So check out this menace arm. This is the first time I've seen this product for modern. I guess it's been around for a while. I just never come across it on a shoot. Been building menace arms for years using sticks of 1¼ speed rail. So I like this. This is very van package friendly, whereas obviously the pipe is not. Although I don't think I'll buy one because I don't want to carry the big combo stand.
Dope. I was gonna shoot a little video of your slick gate, and then I captured that. I gotta get this liner stuff for my van. Yeah. So expensive. Looks good. I made my own for the ceiling. It was like 2 days of 2 4-hour days. It's like, what's my time worth?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just bought sheets of masonite, and it doesn't. It looks like crap too. It was a failed project. Everyone's got a different setup in their truck, and they all have good ideas that I never occurred to me to implement. Yep. Yeah, right hand side. Perfect. And then see that black, the hoodman, the shade that's on the pavement, right to your left. Sorry, right here. That goes on top of everything, and then you can close the case up. Perfect. Thank you.